Okay, it is there. It's just being weird. Alright. I'm trying something. If you haven't guessed, I've been really sick. If you don't see me for about 2 to 3 days, it's because I'm sick. This is the time for a public preview from the September 10th preview discussion on Clive Forums. I'll put a link. It's under test. They used to put these under general discussion. And if you look at test, I don't know, to me it looks like everything's closed, but evidently it's up now. And it's just me looking at some of the stuff that's coming up in the new test. And before I go down and try to look for things, 'cause I got to figure out what to go down there and look for. But there's no action in it, and there's nothing from the test itself. This is just me going through the list of some of the new stuff. And again, this is all test stuff, so it may change before it actually comes out. There's stuff about modding. Let's see, what does it say? And the link will tell you how to get into test if you want to participate in the test. Please do not ask me. Please just go to the link. So anyway, and creatures, new Nightmare Night, new Nightmare Splue Monkey. Slurpers are more aggressive and drain more hunger. I guess that's to push you towards that hunger belt. Otherwise, well, we won't talk about things that are pointless. You can repair chest junk piles with gears to spawn a friendly chess mob. Now, Crazy Paper Master sent me the info on this, or mentioned they were doing it, and he's pure evil because his link didn't take me to it. So, or maybe there was some confusion. I might have hit an old link there. So anyway, he mentioned you might not want to spawn more rhinos to destroy your science machines. It's kind of up to you on that. And, I think even a friendly rhino, if it hit you, would damn. I don't know. It just. I don't know if they can use them, if you can use them to fight against the nightmares or what. Sped up the descent of the depth dweller spiders. That means the albino spiders come down their web faster. Derp. Splue monkeys no longer use the follower component while they harass you. Now, I think I've mentioned in video that they follow you from screen to screen to screen, and I probably haven't mentioned it very much because I don't like to be negative about the game, but it's remarkably stupid. This should make fighting back easier. And since, you know, you can't fight them with anything except ranged weapons, and there aren't like a whole hell of a lot of ranged weapons in the game, it's like, yeah, okay. World added a day-night cycle to the sinkholes. This is not synced with the upper world. So it can be daytime in the sinkholes. That's really, really new. And all this will be tests. So added a new pillar type into the level 1 caves. Ponds in the cave now have new plant art. Items. You can now craft a shooty horn eye turret item. Shooty horn eye turret item. I'm trying to think what has a horn. Beefalo. And you know who has eyes? Deer floppies. So I'm thinking beefalo horn and what you call it, deer clop's eye. But this is speculation. When I tell you I'm thinking, that means speculation. Turret item. I'm also thinking reskinned snowmen that throw snowballs that were to be part of winter that never happened. You can now craft potted ferns. Oh, be still my heart. That was on my mind. One of the best Minecraft I ever did was one showing you how to put flipping plants in pots, because boy, that was critical of that game. God, that was a boring video. You can now craft the deconstruction staff. I've demoed that in tests before. because there was some concern about the staff during the last preview. Here's a breakdown of its functions. Yeah, that was the one that you got back as much as you put in. So you could use the construction amulet, make an item for half price, use the deconstruction, get everything back. Now, I'm not talking about wood. I'm talking about thulecite and green gems and crap like that. And you could keep doing the cycle. So you could keep doubling your loot by using the construction amulet and then the deconstruction staff. Okay, now let's see what they have done so you can't do that. You can deconstruct any item that has a recipe to gain the material you use to craft it. Okay, so that sounds the same. Staff takes into account how worn the item is. If you do this okay. If you deconstruct armor with only 30% durability left, you will get only 30% of the materials back. The staff will never give back gems that are part of any recipe. So there you go. Evidently you can get thulecite back from it, but you can't get the gems. The staff will never give back gems that are part of any recipe. So I guess if you had recipes that had thulecite in them and gems you didn't care about. Now, I don't know offhand what that would be. I'm not crazy about the orange gems. But I'm not sure if the Forger's Amulet has thulecite. You'll have to figure out how to manipulate the system there. My brain still feels like it's packed with concrete. Now, this is too important to blow off. You can now craft thulecite walls. The problem, okay. Items in the ruins will now sometimes drop thulecite fragments, which can be refined into thulecite. I was going to say, you don't have enough thulecite to craft thulecite. I mean, it's the most valuable stuff in the game, except conceivably for a few gems. Oh yeah, and the orange gem goes in the Lazy Explorer staff, so anyway. Actually, that may be pretty clever on keeping you from using the construction staff to pound stuff. I don't know. Somebody will figure something out. Thulecite fragments can be refined into thulecite. Items in the ruins. I wonder if that means the walls. The ancient guard, because they were dropping nothing, was what I'd heard. I didn't break any because I thought they would fix it, and I didn't want to have all mine broken. The ancient guardian will now drop a horn when killed. Okay, I wonder if that horn is the horn for the shooty tower thing. Fishing in the wild ponds will now produce an eel. Okay, now I do like that. Potted ferns I could care less about. Eels, I'll take. The eel can be cooked into I have no idea. I'm assuming some Japanese crap. Unagi? Okay. I'm sorry, but you get into sushi and stuff like that, and I gotta agree with the rednecks. It's, bait by any other name is bait. Funny thing happened when they started doing, just seared ahi tuna, which is basically raw ahi tuna. They started searing turkey breasts too, and doctors started getting cases of yuppie flu. And the people were eating seared raw turkey breast and seared raw ahi tuna, and it doesn't do anything to the bacteria in it. Now, as some of you know, I was a chef for more than a quarter of a century. And that ahi tuna that got thrown in that drawer by that guy that makes $8 an hour, when he stocked up today, he threw the new stuff on top of the old. So that piece of raw ahi that's down there on the bottom, it could have been down there a long damn time. And that guy may not even speak English, and he doesn't give a damn if he poisons you or not. So you might. But anyway, that's my comment on certain forms of uncooked food. On the other hand, I like over easy eggs, and that's been I can't remember what people get out of that, but I'm willing to die that way for my over easy eggs, so screw it. Change the art for the monkey spawner. So that was just the barrel. Okay. Increase the number of uses the pickaxe has. Oh, I was going to say we could run Wilson down into the caves, but this isn't real. This is test. Because since I found those snowbird feathers, there's nothing. That's another thing. It's been hard for me to get back into the game because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with the winter. It's like blue gems, snowbird feathers. It's just, I don't know. None of it's worth making a video out of it, but I've got to do something with the damn winter, and it's like, and that doesn't mean I won't, it'll probably just be a highly edited winter video. Let's see. Increase the number of uses the pickaxe has. Well, duh. You know what? To make that thing worthwhile, it needs to have as many as a pick and an axe combined. Bug crashes and fixes. You can wait a minute. This does matter. Fix the bug that sometimes cause many ice hounds to spawn around the walrus camps. Fix the bug that would cause. Now, some people were coming up. Now, there's the one that I do that you've seen many times. Some of you too many times because you don't know to turn off the video or fast forward if you don't want to watch. But anyway, but also people were coming up on igloos and having like 20 ice hounds already there. So they were just spawning and spawning and spawning and spawning. So it could be either of those two things. Fix the bug that would cause Woody to slide around the world while they wear beaver mug. Sorry, I missed that. The idle animation of the tentapillar will now properly loop. Laughter is not the best medicine. The magnoluminescence amulet no longer gives off light while on the ground. Now, see, that sucker, I think that ought to make you be able to wear that with armor. I think there ought to be some things you can wear with armor. It's just, they've reached a point of stupidity. I think you ought to be able to, if you invest in that thing, or make a magnoluminescence 2, and you can wear it with armor or a backpack. Otherwise, okay, although some of you may love it, some people always love something. Fixed crash will occur when enemies destroyed structures. Controls. You can now craft with the keyboard. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Oh, no mention of new characters, and I know that's what everybody's, or many people are. Okay, so anyway, I've got to get out of this because I do this on full screen. I record the screen, and I made Don't Starve really tiny in order to do this. So, let me do an intro for this. So anyway, hopefully I'll get to feeling better, and there'll be some actual videos. I'll dig Wilson out of his winter rut and go see what the hell Wickerbottom's been doing. She probably migrated to a new university by now.